Hi, I'm Elly Hoskin. I'm from Squamish, BC, and I race enduro mountain bikes. I only started racing enduro in 2022, so like I've always like ridden bikes and raced like road and cross country, but I've never been like super immersed in like that Squamish. Like I played soccer. Like I thought I was gonna be a pro soccer player. So this is like the biggest side quest for me. Like during COVID, I decided to stop racing cross country, and downhill races were the first thing to come back in BC. So I did like a season of downhill, and I found it was like too much of a jump in the other direction. And then enduro racing came back with the Canadian Enduro Series the following year, so 2021. And I did the whole season and loved it. I won the series and got invited to do Trophy of Nations the last year that it happened. So that was super funny. I wasn't gonna go, and my parents kind of like pushed me to do it, and I had never like flown with my bike at all or been to Europe, and so it was kind of like just a jump off the deep end. And yeah, so that was like my first European experience, and I really liked it, and I was quite competitive with the stages that my team got to do. And yeah, and then I did the full series in 2023, and yeah, have been doing it since then. Like the series started in Pietra. My goal was to make it into A group, which is like the top 15 women. And then we got the start list, and I was already in the A group. Like I just got bumped up for, I don't know why, because that was my first year in elite, so I wasn't expecting that. So then I kind of made my goal to be in the top 10, and I finished 9th at the first one. And yeah, it was like the biggest race that we've done, 4 days, and I think it was the biggest one we did all year. And yeah, I finished the last stage of the second day. It was like 3rd for me, and I was like less than a second off, and I was like, okay, we're kind of onto something here. And yeah, and then we headed to Poland after that, and that was my favorite venue last year, and it just really suits me. And it started snowing, and I was like, this is so on. And yeah, kind of took it from there, and then we won our first World Cup. I headed home after that. Like I had mixed emotions about it at the time, because it was weird to win and then peace out. I skipped 2 rounds, and then so I came back in Canada, and I don't know, it was kind of the first time I've like flown back to Europe and been excited to race. And yeah, got my career number, and I was just like kind of felt like, oh, like I fit in, like I've kind of established myself a bit more now, and I just want to do it again. And then I didn't for a little bit. And I wasn't super happy with the last races in Italy, and so I had like a pretty dedicated training block. And then we came out pretty swinging for Crankworks, and from Crankworks to Worlds, I didn't lose a race. So that was really cool. Coming off of like the Crankworks win, everything kind of just like kept like snowballing a bit. And yeah, I felt super good coming into like the last World Cup before Worlds. And I don't know, I felt like no pressure to do well at Worlds. Like I've never raced a World Championships before. And yeah, so I was just like excited to wear the kit, excited to race in that venue in Switzerland again. I don't know, I just kind of took it stage by stage and kind of strategically like put a lot of effort into a few, and like anticipation that some weren't gonna suit me, and it just, the times ended up balancing out in my favor. It's kind of funny, it's kind of like the first thing that comes up in conversation when I'm like meeting people now, which is super weird. And like I'm trying to, I don't feel like it belongs to me in a sense that it's like it's just a lot of imposter syndrome, but like at the same time I'm so proud. Canadian, on a Canadian bike, the first female in enduro. Like Canada did well at like all the world championships. I feel like it's just like a big time right now for Canadian mountain biking, and everyone's on board and rallying. And like, so to be like the person that they're like, oh my God, look, it is a lot, but I'm trying to get into it and accept it and like enjoy it. Other than that, it's nice to wear white. Like feels pretty bougie. We'll definitely be racing again next year. There's a lot less doubt about that now. We got some titles to defend, so that's kind of my goal and my mission, but I also don't want to change too much. Like the goal is still to enjoy every race and like chase the feeling and not the outcome, and that seems to work out. So that is the coolest perk so far. Rainbow, everything, including my socks. That good for you?